All right, day 68. I'm going back outside. I've got to weed whack and clean up all of that along the fence. And then the big mission today is to do my best to get this out of the garden. That thistle is taller than I am. That's face height. That's above. And you can see where these guys are splitting up and the seeds are coming. I'm going to save the seeds for Izzy or for Evelyn, because this plant originally, the first seeds came from one of her friends, and I don't want her to lose that. But at the same time, that thing can't stay in my garden. So I'm going to get rid of those today, and then I'm going to weed whack and mow and get this sort of cleaned up. The peaches are popping all of a sudden, so maybe I'll have some peaches by the end of the day too. So yeah, today's day is garden rehab. Okay, so 3 of the pods that had already opened up I've picked up, but 1 big pile, 2 piles, 3 piles, 4 piles, 5, 6, Jesus, 7, 8 big piles of just yuck, man. So I kept some of the seeds, so hopefully Evelyn can get them and continue to have those from her friend Jasmine. That's kind of cool and important. But it looks a little less dangerous in there once I get this stuff thrown into the compost. I was gonna put it in the burn pit, but there's so much of it. Caca. I don't want to put this into compost because I don't want this stuff to come back, but I kind of up a creek just because of the amount. Like, it won't fit in the burn pit, and I've got a huge burn pit, so we'll see. Getting there. That looks a lot better than it did. You know, I'd love to get this by the end of next week, get these all cleaned up and tilled, and yeah, let's see. Okay, so Tuesday, day 68, and I have gotten rid of the Irish thistle that was everywhere. Still super overgrown. There's still a bunch of little ones in there, so it's still gonna be painful to pull out, but at least now I can get in and weed stuff and get stuff. I'm gonna have to clear out this for a dump run. Onion beds are pretty cleared. I did leave a couple of those thistle in here because, as you can see, the bees love it. Like, it's 2 to 3, 5 bees on a single bud. They love it, and so do the butterflies and all the other pollinators. So that's pretty cool. And then you've got like these giant. So I'm gonna leave some of it up. The pollinators love it. The other thing that's cool is this week when I come back, I think I'm gonna these little onion sets, and I'm gonna pluck those off into a bag, and then I'll dig up the onions that are left in here, and then I'll reseed. And why not? Let's redo a bed a day. Maybe if that's the goal, I'll redo a bed a day and replant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 onion beds. I make that my Thursday goal and get those 6 beds cleaned up and planted with more onions and garlic. And then, because onions and garlic can winter over, so, but at the same time I still have to clean all of this. It's just blah, but I'm getting there, and my peaches look awesome. So my peaches look really good. Hopefully I get to them before Bear does this time. So that's it, friends. Good day in the garden. I've got to head south for medical appointments. So more updates to come on Wednesday, Thursday. So thanks for following along. All right, yard apple. That one fell off the Granny Smith tree here on the side, and A little early, but pretty damn good. Now these guys, they're still firm. This one you can see from the parking lot. Still too firm, but they are getting close. And I have a lot of them. There are a lot of peaches. Man. So peaches, blueberries, apples. Got them all this year. Not bad. Not bad at all. Small victories. Small victories. God, that's tart.